Members of the league, welcome to your 2021 fantasy football season. Now, I want to start by saying I respect each and every one of you, but I plan on disrespecting each and every one of your teams this year when we face each other. Brad, why don't you go ahead and say something to them?
So, credit where credit's due. Patrick Fong came in and won this league, leading up his Patrick's team. Did he really not change his name in the entire league?
Listen, the Honey Badger does not give a fuck.
I mean, listen, I guess, if you're starting Jalen Hurts over league MVP Aaron Rodgers in the championship match, I guess you just don't give a fuck, Mike.
You just don't. Pedro, you had Mike Evans and Josh Allen combining for 72 points, and you still caught that L. Man, that's gotta sting. But hey, man, it happens to the best of us. Back to you, Brad.
So we know we can't all be winners. And speaking of not all be winners, Mike, your Fitzmagic team, had a lot of talent on there. Starting off with the most talented quarterback, Lamar Jackson, and you rode him directly into third place for this entire league. Can't imagine how that feels, Mike.
That's a great point. And you're a Colts fan, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, I'm pretty sure that Colts defense put up 0 points when I beat your team to get the third place ranking. So, yeah, how does that feel?
Well, Mike, fuck you.
Back at you.
Yeah, moving on. Kenny, league champ 2020. Didn't quite get there, coming in 5th place. You had Deshaun Watson on your lineup. If you could have just massaged the rest of that lineup just a little more, we probably could have had a happier ending. And, we all would have had a different outlook on life. Mike?
Well, everyone loves a happy ending. That's true, Brad. Let's talk about Sam's team. I mean, last year, Sam came out swinging. Too bad she wasn't swinging as hard as Michael Thomas when he was swinging on his players and his fellow teammates. Hey, better luck next year. Back to you, Brad.
Listen, we can't all have players that fight as hard as Mike Thomas does. But moving on. Ridley Diddley, Caesar, you came in the draft and picked up a lot of the sleeper picks of this draft. Just a really great lineup. Too bad nobody told those sleeper picks to actually wake up during that season. Listen, we can't all have great alarms, and maybe next year, Caesar, you'll actually set yours. Mike?
Well, hey, I just want to say a big shout out to Seth, a.k.a. Town Business. I respect you for drafting players that represent the Raiders. But hey, someone needs to tell you that business needs a little more influence. So maybe listen to the Wu-Tang Clan, diversify those bonds, and business might be booming. But this year, not so likely. Back over to you, Brad.
Listen, hopefully he's out of a recession this year. But bringing us down to the end of the lineup, we got Broken Saquon. Ryan, listen, I understand you drafted Saquon high in the draft. Nobody could have faulted you for doing that. He got injured early. I understand that's a big impact to your team. But, looking at the rest of your roster, really would have made a difference. You were always destined for that bottom half of the league. Nothing was going to help that. Sucks to suck. Mike?
I wouldn't have made one bit of difference. Sorry. So let's talk about not making a difference. Let's talk about Stephen Bodie. I mean, sincerely, we were writing jokes about rosters here, but the joke was your roster in itself. I mean, sincerely, that roster was a joke. That roster was trash. I mean, no, seriously, let's cut the material here. That roster was fucking garbage, all right, bro? Do not join this league next year. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Mike, listen, his mama watching. All right, his mama watching this. We can't be doing all that. All right, we can't put it in the grave like that. All right, you ready? Right back in?
I'm back in.
You gonna wrap us all up?
Wrap it up.
All right, get it in there.
With that, I look forward to a phenomenal season. I look forward to adding a ring to my hand. I look forward to adding a trophy to my mantle. And I look forward to seeing all of you trying your best and coming up short. With that, commish out.